Hello everyone, this is Favorite Uncle Bob, back to another video, and today we're going to be looking at the Transformers Age of the Primes Fireflight. So before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which that video, or what else you'd like to see in a video. So onto the figure himself, here we have Fireflight in his jet mode, and it looks really nice. So let's take a quick look at the details. Get the nice black for the nose cone with some silver and gray for the cockpit. The gray does go down the body, which looks really nice. I kind of wish it went down just maybe a little bit further, but, at least they tapered it off. It looks good. And speaking of looking good, the wings are painted very nicely. That yellow looks really nice and crisp. Same thing with that blue and the Autobot symbols. Get some nice paint on the tail fin itself. That blue could have used maybe another coat or two, but overall, it's not the worst thing in the world, so. Yeah, not too bad. And he does have a folding down landing gear. So, and then these two are just kind of stuck out there. But at least he has some landing gear and he can just kind of sit there. He doesn't roll or anything. So, it's a deluxe class. What do you expect? So, but as far as his accessories, he does come with the exact same guns as Slingshot. And they look really good. So. And they do store right underneath the wings via those ports. So get that plugged in, bringing in the other one, getting that one plugged in. And I don't know what it is about these remolds, but those hold in a lot more securely than Slingshot. I don't know why. Same thing with Skydive versus Air Raid. Makes no sense. But okay, that's the world we live in. So. But anyways, for a real quick size comparison, here we have G2 side type. So you can see that it is a decent sized plane, and he is as wide as Sideswipe is long, which is kind of interesting. So there's that. And I don't know how we're going to get this to work, but here we have him with Silverbolt. We're going to set him right there. Here we have a Skydive, Air Raid, and Slingshot, as I basically just throw him. And yeah, the team looks really good together, so yeah. Alright, so overall the jet mode does look good. Not too much to say, it is just basically another repaint, so not too much interesting. It does seem like the nose cone is a little bit, like this whole cockpit section doesn't fit with the plane, but I think that's more so just a me thing versus a character thing. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and get down to transformation. So, go ahead and remove the guns and set those off to the side. You want to come under here and untab the this section right here. Go ahead and double hinge his legs back, and they will kind of snap into place. Fold these back up, then come back here and you want to fold up the tail fin section, flip up the feet. Now the instructions say to fold the tail fin over. You can do that if you want to. I personally don't care, so I'm, go back and forth. Go ahead and fold back the wings, split the legs, and there you go. There is the lower body all done. So we're going to raise on up, get back down a little bit, there we go. All right, so go ahead and bring back the nose cone, flip up the landing gear, and on my copy, these are stupid tight. So like, getting these out can be a pain, but you want to unpeg his arms, then just bring them down on that double hinge, bring down the arm, rotate at the bicep, do the same thing for this side. Come on now, there we go. Sheesh. And do all that, rotate the head 180, then just fold up the backpack and it will tab into place, and there you go. There you have Fireflight in his robot mode, and it looks really good. Other than the arms and being like stupid tight, the head is even worse. Like that is a tight ball joint. So, but other than that, typical Aerialbot backpack. So there is that. Let's take a quick look at that face sculpt, and that is definitely Fireflight. Just looks a little bit off, but I don't know, maybe I got used to the Combiner Wars type of head sculpt. So, well, not too bad. You can at least get some nice silver for his dome. Some gray for the face, blue for the eyes. Get some nice blue and red for his chest. Some blue on his waist with some white. Overall, not too bad. Now, the lower forearms are entirely painted. His hands are painted silver. The whole forearm is painted white, except for, like this section, which I'm still not a fan of this whatsoever. But again, they have to kind of go with the plain. So, what can you do? So, but yeah, not too bad. Now, as far as articulation, the head can do a full 360 on a very tight ball joint. You kind of get a little bit of movement at the head. You get a good ways down. You don't get anything else. So, arms can do a full 360. They move out all the way. You get bicep rotation, double jointed elbow for the full bend. It's a waist rotation. Legs move forward with that bar, back that bar, full split and then some. Thigh rotation. You get just, well, if you move it out of the way, you do get the full 90 degrees. The crotch does kind of stop it from going the full 90. But the feet, they can move down. Same thing with the heels to help support any poses. They really don't move any up. And you get full on ankle tilt, which is nice. So, yeah, not too shabby. And he can hold his accessories. If I can actually get it into the hand. They do plug in a little bit easier than they do on Slingshot, at least on my copy. Now, if you don't like it plugged into his hands, you can plug it into the side of his form if you so choose. And I think that's a nice little option too. But seeing that he's not a seeker, he gets to hold his weapon, saying now he's ready for battle. But anyways, for a real quick size comparison, here we have G2 Sideswipe, and of course it starts raining as soon as I hit record, but as you can see, he's just a little bit taller than Sideswipe, so not too bad. So set him off to the side, and here we have him with Silverbolt, who's off camera. Give me just 1 second to readjust. So I'm going to put you over here. Here we have Air Raid, Slingshot, and Skydive. And the team is back together, and they look really good. So, yeah. If I had to pick up my favorites, it'd be Silverbolt, Air Raid, probably Fireflight, and then just one of these two in whatever order. I don't care for him too much. And then him, yeah. Oh, and one thing I did forget to point out in his video is they did paint the sides, if this camera focus, the sides of his legs, which is nice. So, yeah. So, overall, Fireflight is a very nice figure. If you're going for Superion, then you'll kind of have to have him. Now, I know I didn't go over combined mode. That is because that's going to be tomorrow's video, so stay tuned for that. So, yeah, overall, a very good figure, shall I say. So, but I think that is about it, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more video reviews.